How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Historic Brawl. It's been a day. It's actually been about 2 days, but took a little bit of break from MTGA. Sat down, thought out some future plans for decks, and did a little bit of reading, other stuff. And the first deck I built after my short hiatus was Kethek. Our Yark opponent is done. Okay. Well, that's not very climactic, is it? Still, it's a free win. Yeah, so this commander, I don't know what to make of him. I've kind of built him in a aristocrat style format or build with a bunch of reanimation thrown on for good measure, and a couple of ways to cheat things into play. We have a couple of big creatures that are artifacts. So I got my Arms Race. I have yet to see it in practical usage, so I am excited to give it a try. We just don't have anything for it yet, so we'll go with our Goliath. Next turn we can attack equip sword. Yeah, about to be expected, right? It gives us an oil counter. How many do we need to actually activate this? So we need 4. It's pretty steep, actually, but still, like, that's fairly cheap for reanimation, too, right? I mean, it counts any permanent, I think. Yeah, well, it counts artifacts or creatures, which I guess isn't any permanent, but it's still a good number of permanents. Let's, I guess, spend a turn. Answering a World Tree. I guess that probably wasn't the best. We probably should have just... Well, we didn't have enough mana for Meteor Golem. So our Meteor Golem, since we're already on this path, should probably hit the lantern. So we only have 6 mana. For now. Goldspan will get us our 7th mana next turn, but it's still, like, if they have something in hand that they can just pop into play, it could be bad. Will. Not too scared of Will, actually. Doesn't lose his abilities, though, so... Yeah, let's just keep Joda as honest as possible. There's several mana off actually putting it together. So I think I attack Mastermind's opposition. Grab an Armageddon effect. Not an Armageddon. A Wrath. So does Star of Extinction hit Planeswalkers? It does. Since we're going to lose everything next turn anyway, we might as well chip in. Get our treasure. So I probably want to hit the blue source. That's the most irreplaceable of the things on board. And we'll play an arms race. That's niche enough that it might look to our opponent like we searched that up, right? Like, it's not a common card. You see, the idea with the arms race is that we can play 4 mana to reanimate. Like, it's a bit of a weird reanimation. So I guess I actually hit the green source now. They're making it harder. An Ickermore Gauntlet. Okay, well that's kind of scary. Luckily for me, I got myself a Star of Extinction. So they spend their turn playing a bunch of Planeswalkers. I just vat the Golem, or vat the Golem back. What do I have in here? Yeah, I think I'll end it off for now. Yeah, that seems pretty reasonable, honestly. We didn't get to use our commander a bunch, but he basically will do similar things to the Vial. Stretch my leg a bit. I completed a quest. I've not been very good at those, because mainly I've not been doing what they're supposed to be doing. Which is really bad. Like, if you are playing on MTGA, you really want to do your quests, but sometimes you don't want to play what Arena tells you that it wants you to play. And you just end up doing your own thing, and it's like, oh crap, I have 3 quests, and I'm recording a video. I get to show off to everybody that I have not been responsible. I think Malice next turn, with Blood Artist as like our backup. We're up against Tanos the Toymaker, who his builds range from scary to nothing to worry about. You can generally tell if it's a scary build. So it's at the end of combat. That's kind of neat. Let's see if we hit something good. bad. I would trade a Blood Artist for a Mishra Tamer of Makfa. Wurmcoil? We are slowly making progress. Yeah, I guess we'll sack. Pretty decent board, actually. Because they are bird tribal, we have nothing to worry about. Okay. Good to know. I guess they're bird and beast, right? Because this is a beast. I just feel as though I'm just going to kill him next turn, though. So I could Wurmcoil. It's a good start, I guess. Let's see if we can... Guess we'll keep him back too. Oh. Yeah, the timing restriction, so it's not at the end of combat, it's at the end step. Which is weird, because I've read this card many times, it's a wall of text, right? Like, look at that. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines. To say, at the end of your turn, sacrifice something, reveal a card from your library until you hit something that has less mana value than what you sacrificed. Put what you revealed on the battlefield. You know, they can attack in. I don't think it does much. They have 12 life and we have 34. See if we can do any damage. Because we're going to Wrath. We don't have much choice. Destroy all non-dragons. This card, Crux of Fate, is the single most punted card in my entire history of Magic at this point. There have been so many games of Historic Brawl where I just play Crux of Fate and choose the wrong mode. immediately choose the wrong mode. Golem by Thanos. Anything worth reanimating? Opponent has been drawing pretty well. Play Purphoros, the Bronze-Blooded. Can hit us for 3 if they like. We have to kill Thanos a bunch more. We're up to 8 mana too, so this is activated ability of 3. This is 5, so we can return the Golem and just haste it into play. That'll bring him down to 6. It's a shame we're slightly mana deficient, right? Like, we have mana rocks too, we just haven't drawn them. But our opponent also has land ramp too, which has definitely helped. Things like Migratory Greathorn, and I think I saw, yeah, Circuitous Root. Thanos is a cool commander, though. I do really enjoy him. Well, I guess we just have to Wrath again next turn. Disappointing. Star of Extinction? Wait, I can't cast Star of Extinction. What am I doing? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have to go with Hour of Devastation. If we can find it. I hope I didn't exile it by mistake. There you are. Another Thanos dead. Yeah, we're just waiting for an opportunity to haste in everything. Well, this works. It's not how we want to win, but it'll work. Creatures you control have haste. Reanimate a creature every turn. It's a very good combination. It's just a bit hard to pull off in conjunction, right? Our opponent has thrown in the towel. I don't blame him. We probably would have been able to string together 9 damage that turn, so... This is technically our game 2, so we have one more. And we are plowing through those quests. One of the things I like about Historic Brawl is that even if you're not trying to, you tend to complete quests by playing Historic Brawl. Because you tend to use more colors in Historic Brawl than you would in a Historic Brawl deck than you would in like a regular standard deck. Like, don't get me wrong, there are definitely standard Explorer and God, what is that other format called? Historic? Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. Yeah, but there are definitely decks in those formats that are 3, 4 colors themselves, but on average, like, you have things like mono black, right? Like, it's a lot nicer to stay or it's a lot easier to stay low in color count outside of Brawl. But you can play like strictly one color decks in Brawl, right? Like they can be good, but having restrictive features attached to your commanders. Yeah, I'll take the treasure chest. I like treasure chests. Mean that some game plans are not viable, right? Because like if you are if you're playing a Rakdos deck like we are, and for some reason your Rakdos deck needs a specific card effect that can only be found in like blue, that deck doesn't exist, right? Because you can't actually get the card effect. Like colorless tends to have like tier 2, tier 3 versions of effects, but are you gonna get rid of my Wish Call Talisman? No, I needed that for things and stuff. Guess I didn't, but so this card, Treasure Chest, is wildly too expensive for what it does. But for some reason I just like it these days. It is kind of cool. I do enjoy me a bit of Treasure Chest. I wonder, because this was from the D&D set too, right? But which obviously has treasure chest, like that's part of D&D. But I wonder if it's also a little bit of a nod to the MTGO reward system where you can get treasure chests. Or I don't know if you still get treasure chests, but I know you used to get treasure chests when you did really well in a league. Our Glissa opponent has just had the best of times over there. Dude. Rude. I just want to be over here and playing with my treasure chest. That's so much to ask. I guess we, 15. Gain 3 life, draw 3 cards. Not complaining. Goodbye. This card is actually one of the other cards that I don't know. I was building this deck, and I just kind of ended up putting in cards that I've used in the past, and I just kind of like for whatever reason, right? Like, that's Treasure Chest. I like it because it's kind of a fun gamble to play. This one I like it because it's kind of life total protection, right? So we have 6, 7. We're up to 8 next turn, so we can get rid of the Avenger. Dude. Not my Penregon. What is that called? Penregon? Okay. Like, I'll take that, actually. I think I have to play a blocker. So they gotta be careful here, because if they don't... They obviously want to kill me, which means they have to attack with everything. But they need to remove my blocker. If they remove the blocker, they just win. If they can't do that, they will force it. Yeah, they got it. Okay. We were close. Oyosu, you have bested us this day, but we will come again. We always do. Alright, one more game. Just because we're doing okay. I don't know, I need to record a couple more videos tonight. I don't really need to, I suppose, but I kind of want to. And increasing the length of the video just because I'm having fun with the current deck, probably not the best way to achieve the goal of getting more than one video out, but what's the harm in it? I don't think there's actually any harm in it. So who are we up against? We're up against Aurelia, Exemplar of Justice. So she gives creatures +2/+0 in Vigilance, and another effect. Tap land first. Yeah, so it's Trample is red, Vigilance if it's white. So I'm going to go into Burnished Hart, and then we're going to crack the Burnished Hart on the following turn. Burnished Hart is one of those cards that has not particularly aged well, but it hasn't aged that poorly either, right? Like 6 mana for 2 lands, pretty decent. I guess we play our commander. I really wanted the Burnished Hart to go off, but our opponent has apparently seen a Burnished Hart before. They know what it does. I don't really want to sacrifice a Goldspan Dragon. Yeah, okay. So we played 4 games. Well, we played 3 games and got 1 concession. And out of those, we did like, what, 3 and 1? He's pretty okay. I like him. He's a good guy. Either way, I will see you guys next episode. Bye for now.